quadruple header quarterfinal Friday. First off for the White Cap Red Foxes out of Marist. A junior out of Woodland Hills, attacker number 2, Sawyer Alter. Utility graduate student out of Pico Rivera, number 7, Justine Castro. Out of Woodland Hills at center, a sophomore, number 8, India Alter. Utility junior out of Quebec, number 11, Miriam Lizouk. The utility sophomore, New Zealand, number 21, Sinead Carrington. The attacker, junior out of Pasadena, East Sider, number 23, Catherine Nicola. In the cage, a junior out of Garden Grove, number 1, Marina Ham. And now the starting lineups for USC Trojans. The utility senior out of the Netherlands, number 2, Ma Megans. Junior driver, Arinda, number 3, Grace Tahini. 2-meter junior out of Barcelona, Spain, number 4, Maria Guerrillon. Junior utility out of Rosal, number 6, Bailey Weber. The driver, senior out of Rancho Cucamonga, number 8, Denise Mamalito. And rounding out the field, the senior driver.
Castro, India Alter, Miriam Lazat, the hero, against Salem, in addition to a big MAC tournament. Sinead Carrington and Catherine Buddha McCullough. Our officials in this one, Val Vasilchikov, Scott Volz. Trojans in the dark caps, Red Foxes in the white, and we are underway. Quarterfinal play as the sprint is underway, and a couple of speedsters. Mamalito is there first, able to get past Kaylee Berard, who sprints here for Marist. And so the Trojans will have the attack early on. Here's Grace Tahani, the left-hander. She'll work out high. Kelsey McIntosh. Trojans come in the 1 seed. They defeated Stanford in the MPSF final 9-6 to earn that right. Here's Megans, loads it up and puts it away. Maud Megans is on the board early with her 38th goal on the year. Megans, the redshirt senior from the Netherlands. Water polo fans will be seeing her later this summer at the Tokyo Olympic Games. She helped the Dutch qualify not long ago for Tokyo, and now a devastating scorer here in the college game gets on the board early. It's a 1-0 start for USC. Trojans, they're led by headman Marco Pintaric in his second year, the conference coach of the year. Longtime USC guy, played, was coach there. Across the way, Chris Vidal in his 5th season, the former assistant at Iona. He played at Iona, has also spent a lot of time coaching with the New York Athletic Club. Leads the Marist Red Foxes. There's a good look at Pinta and the USC squad making the short trip over. Trojans just 1 loss on the year. It was against the UCLA Bruins. Otherwise, no blemishes. And you look at their schedule, and that was the one oddity. 13-6, a loss against UCLA. Otherwise, they really cruised in the majority of their games. Didn't find too many close calls. It is such a weird year across the board. We'll talk about it throughout today and the weekend, but every team you're going to see here this weekend had some sort of wrinkle to their schedule. Either they only played conference, they got started late, they had games scheduled, they had to play multiple teams back-to-back to allow for COVID protocols. So a variety of things that went on, and a through line in talking to coaches this week. Every single one grateful for the opportunity to play. Happy to be here in every sense of the word. And now pressure here as we see Marist on offense for the first time. Here's Kaylee Berard out of nearby Northridge, California. Pressure there from Girall. You can see already the Trojans pushing this Red Fox attack out near mid-pool. It's India Alter trying to set, but she's at about 5 meters. Shot clock to 10. Opening minute of play here in this quarterfinal showdown between USC and Marist. Shot clock about to expire here. Nowhere to go for Sinead Carrington, and she'll dump that aside. And stifling defense from USC. will allow the ball to come back to Holly Parker. Parker now pushes ahead. Here's Denise Mamalito near side. Mamalito swings it across. Meggans has one, walks it in, multiple fakes, gives to Mamalito. A few pumps, dumps inside, and there'll be an exclusion called as Bailey Weber operates in close. She'll draw the exclusion on Lazat, and here's our first 6-on-5 of the day. Maud Meggans now cruising and takes a look out high, swings it around McIntosh. Nothing there. Here's to Haney, takes a look. Save is there, Hyam. And they'll say Hyam was able to keep it in play and then awarding possession back to Marist after Giral came over to try and take that one back. So good defense here as Tahaney looks to fire, and the keeper, Hyam, turning that one back. And the first 6-on-5 try for the Trojans is halted. And talking with Chris Vidal before this game, well aware of the difficulties here going up against USC. Talked about small victories, stuff like that. A stop on a 6-on-5 against one of the best teams in the country. Meanwhile, Tahaney takes it away. Counterattack emerging. Tahaney has a lane, deals off Meggans. Cruising in, has all day. The lob is on the money. Maud Meggans has two. And USC makes quick work of the takeaway on the counterattack strike. It's a 2-0 lead here. Just about 2 minutes and change gone by in this first quarter. Second look here. Pressure on the perimeter. And then Tahaney head up and looking for opportunity. Deals off to Meggans. Draws the defender, but the lob is there. Keeper came near side. Meggans went over the top. Here's McCullough out of Pasadena, California. Pressure here. The work inside to 5, looking for Justine Castro. Triple team arrives and a takeaway. As Carrie Jensen has come on, comes up with a steal, and now Parker will take a look. Long outlet. Here's Julia Yanov as USC getting to their bench. Yanov, cross cage is good. 3-0 quickly. So Julia Yanov adds her 9th goal, a freshman from Redondo Beach, California. That comes all the way from Holly Parker. Pushing ahead to Yanov, and so a 3-0 lead. Here's Sawyer Alter. Pressure in close from Sophia Lucas. We'll see an exclusion, and the Red Foxes will get a chance here on the power play. Exclusion will go on Carrie Jensen. Power play now for Marist. Can they execute? Under 5 to play, first quarter. They'll work it out high. Lazat. Good look inside. Redirect is there. Marist able to put it away on the 6-on-5. And Marist is on the board as they connect on the 6-on-5. Second look here. Beautiful passing inside and cashing in Shanae Carrington, a sophomore from New Zealand, her 18th goal. And make it 3-1. And so Marist converting on their first 6-on-5 after the exclusion on Jensen. That's well executed. Inside and tipped away. A steal. Marist takes it back. Red Fox is looking to perhaps draw a little bit closer. USC jumped out to a 3-0 lead powered by 2 goals from Maud Meggans. They'll enter inside and a quick turn, and not much on it for India Alter. She tried to turn and go all in one motion. It's knocked away, and now Mamalito. Quick outlet from Parker. Mamalito wheeling inside, taking her defender for a ride. A few spins, just an ordinary. Loaded up, cross cage is good. Another left-hander is able to connect. This time it's Verica Bakuc. And USC getting it back now 4-1. The Canadian Bakuc with her 35th on the year. And you've seen a few of these USC opportunities. Everyone in the pool keeping their head up, looking to connect with a teammate. And SC now in front 4-1. Halfway through this first quarter, just getting started. Busy quarterfinal day here on campus at UCLA as we work towards the semifinals tomorrow. Here's Justine Castro now. Pressured there by Taya Polyak, who has come on, a sophomore from Huntington Beach. Marist looking to work down low, looking for Victoria Orlova now, who's dropped in, but she is surrounded. USC prepared to drop on any entry inside 2 meters. They'll threaten the Red Foxes to beat them from the outside. Shot clock to 5. Trouble on this possession. Nowhere to go. And Fallon Burnworth tosses that one aside with the shot clock about to expire. Giral, the junior from Barcelona, facing pressure, but away from the ball, an exclusion. And we'll see the second 6-on-5 of the day for USC. This one works. Maud Meggins has a hat trick very quickly. And the second power play is on the money for USC as the Trojans waste no time. Second look here, Red Fox defender still swimming off. That's Fallon Burnworth, who was excluded, and before she can even reach the exclusion corner, that one is cashed in. 5-1 SC. Consistent player-on-player pressure here from SC. It's perhaps a little too much on that last time through. It was an exclusion, but then Marist throws it away. So the exclusion went against USC and Hannah Meyer, but Marist, in their effort to try and put it back inside, has it stolen away before they can ever get a shot off. And so their second 6-on-5 falters. Even strength returning for SC as Randy Reinhardt has checked in. Trojans able to quickly get to most of their bench here. Meggins, that one's tipped away. Hyam will track this one down and keep it in play. Under 2.5 to go, first quarter. 5-1 USC. Now Meggins doing the work early here. A hat trick in this first quarter for USC. Marist, the bright spot, converting on a power play. Excuse me, converting, yes, on a 6-on-5. And now looking for more with about 2 minutes to go, and they'll slide one in near side. And that's Miriam Lazat. She had the game winner on a penalty shot with just seconds remaining on Wednesday against Salem. And now quickly goes near side. Past that block and past Parker, who was on the near post. Lazat had a huge MAC tournament. 4 goals, 2 assists in the MAC final. That was a 13-10 win over Virginia Military Institute. Tahaney breaks free of a defender, pressured from behind. Still a fight for it, and Marist will come and take it. Tahaney looked to be inquiring about a foul. Never got called. Ball was loose, and Marist takes it back. 5-2, under 2 to play. Opening 8 minutes of this quarterfinal matchup. Burnworth on the far side. Tipped away. Meggins denying that attempt from Orlova. We saw Marist go quick on their last possession, trying to do it once more, but Meggins, who was burned last time, was ready on the field block this time. Here's Tahaney from Orinda, California, East Bay Territory in Northern California. Now working around. Polyak back to Tahaney. Plenty of time to work with. It's Tahaney's shot if she wants it. Instead, they drop it inside, and it's put home with ease by Giral. Maria Giral, the junior 2-meter. And this is patience from USC as they had a few opportunities here. You saw Tahaney had a lane. She then dealt it off. And looking for the moment. There's open water. The pass is on point. And Giral can do the rest. That's her 22nd goal here in 2021. Marco Pintarch saying this week, you're all benefited by getting to train back home in Spain with her club team. Got opportunities to be in the water when there was limited practice time available here in the U.S. That has paid off in this 2021 season. Under 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. 15 seconds on the shot clock now for Marist. Gabby Gervasi controlling, an exclusion and another goal. Marist has another. Following the kick out, Justine Castro is there for her first goal of the afternoon. And Marist has their third. So the quick turn, working past Bakach, and make it 6-3. And that's the second power play connect for the Red Foxes. Bakach takes a look, works out to Jensen, an exclusion on this end. 6-on-5 coming, Mamalito. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Good look, Weber cashing in on the post. Bailey Weber with the catch and release. And the Trojans will add their second power play goal here in this first quarter. And they'll move ahead 7-3 with just 8 seconds left. Weber is going to drift off her defender and pop that right arm up for the gather. A takeaway here from USC. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. So as expected, the top-seeded Trojans in the lead, 7-3, but the Marist Red Foxes give the MAC champions credit as they have put together a couple of nice plays on offense, 2 power play goals. And they find themselves down just 4 as we come to the end of the first.
Their support enhances NCAA championships and the educational and athletic experiences of nearly 500,000 NCAA student athletes. Thank you to our corporate champions and corporate partners. Sports wagering has the potential to undermine the integrity of intercollegiate athletics and jeopardize the welfare of student athletes. For more information about NCAA's sports wagering educational resources, go to don'tbetonit.org. That's don'tbetonit.org.
And welcome back, second quarter on the way. NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship. Nice day, 68 degrees. Pretty sunny now here after an overcast morning in Los Angeles, and the #1 seeded USC Trojans lead Marist 7-3. USC claiming the MPSF championship tournament title. Marist winning the MAC, the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference crown. And here they are meeting in quarterfinal play.
Drops at the corner and gets it back.
McIntosh now working to Meggins, has 3 already.
Into the corner.
Swinging around near side. A little high there on the attempt from Jensen.
Shot from Jensen off the crossbar and out of play. Fresh ball for Hyam. And the Red Foxes.
So Marist looking to build. Chris Vidal saying before this game, first time we met USC, it was 20-5. So anything better than that is considered a progress. And so far so good through this first quarter. Now on to the second. Trojan defense pushing Marist far from the cage, and now a takeaway. Good hustle from Bakuch, just coming over to rip that one away from Aminity Anorve.
Bakuch driving on the 1-2.
Senior from LA.
She has open water.
And now Bakuch has all day. Cruises in. Defenders giving chase. Instead, she'll give off. And look for McIntosh on the skip. That's good to go. Kelsey McIntosh has her first in this one, her 19th on the year. Key part of this USC program since 2017, now a redshirt senior. Every athlete got the opportunity to come back after last year was cut short. So additional eligibility here for people like Kelsey McIntosh. A lot of these teams we talked about last year felt like they were just starting to figure things out, get in stride when the pandemic halted college sports. Put over the top and another takeaway. Bakuch again. As that one drifted away from Marist. And Holly Parker now will send it ahead to Mamalito. Threads that pass inside. A little step to the ball. And a penalty is the call. Nicely done in close. Carrie Jensen got inside position on Caitlin Harris. Let go with that ball. Step to the cage. Penalty is the call, and now Mamalito will look to connect. And she does on the skip. Denise Mamalito adds to her team lead, now 46 goals on the year for the redshirt senior, another athlete able to use a 5th year of eligibility. Out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Lots of praise for her this week from Coach Marco Pintarch. She's always been fast, obviously a speedster, but he talked about her success in finding balance. You don't always have to go, as he said, pedal to the metal. And just her versatility. Guard any position, any player, any opponent. Right on cue, a takeaway. And here's some of that trademark Mamalito speed, leaving the Red Foxes behind. Mamalito cruising in all day, checks the mirrors and puts it away.
Left side, good. At 5:43, her second goal of the game.
Denise Mamalito back-to-back goals in the last few seconds. And USC ahead now 10-3. Stepping in front as the offensive player perhaps thought that pass was heading inside. Mamalito read it the whole way and then took off using that speed. Under 5.5 to play, first half. This is Shanae Carrington, has 1 goal already. Shot clock to 6. Bree Marmion now. Quick try. Holly Parker's there on the Castro attempt. About 5 minutes to play.
Mark here before halftime. Trojans into the front court. Cross pass.
Yanov now. Moving in, takes a look, and she'll work back out high to Giral.
Lucas working on the left post.
And now Garabet. Haney, long cross pass. And just a miss. And a try there from Lucas. But a long rebound comes to Haney. She's able to track it down into the corner. New shot clock. Inside Weber. Creating problems for Marist. Draws the exclusion, and before, again, the Red Foxes can even depart, it's Grace Haney hitting on the 6-on-5 strike. Trojans now 3 for 4 on the power play. Second look here. Weber quickly catching that Marist defense out of sorts. And Haney adds goal number 31. She was on a tear to start last year. 29 goals in just 13 matches before the 2020 season was halted. She's continued her offensive ways here in 2021. Marist draws a 6-on-5 here. They'll call for time. Exclusion on Garabet. And Chris Vidal will talk things over here with 4:20 left in the first half. And the fourth 6-on-5 try of the day coming up for Marist. They're 2 for 3 so far. Told you early on a bit about Marist and their season, or a season that almost wasn't. They kept having their schedule pushed back, a lot of uncertainty. Would they have a year? When would it happen? Eventually it's determined they're going to have a conference-only slate with essentially the minimum number of games required to then have a conference tournament and maintain a bid. And so you saw a 6-game regular season that led to a 2-game, which is typical in the MAC, a 2-game conference tournament, and then here into the NCAAs. And it's an April 20th first day of practice for Marist. 45-minute practice. They play Siena the next day in what all parties will admit was probably not the prettiest water polo game ever recorded. It was a win for Marist, 15-14. But they stay undefeated. They roll through the regular season. They have a real showdown with LaSalle that goes into overtime in the MAC semifinal. Outlast the Explorers there, defeat VMI, and then they edge Salem on Wednesday. And here they are, 9-0 in the quarterfinal. Not what anyone expected, but happy to have the opportunity. Under 4 to play. Sides coming even, exclusion is over, and Parker's there. Not much on that shot from McCullough.
By Parker. USC good. Final on 6. And the outlet into the
Haney now on the counter.
The hand to Haney.
This will be an offensive. And then in transition, an exclusion. So that was Mamalito, who's trying to gain a little separation, and perhaps a little bit too much. She's been excluded. And now Marist looking to get one back here with their 5th power play. Looking to set up their 6-on-5 offense as Mamalito heads to the corner. A bobble. McCullough can't hang on. Sides coming even, exclusion is over. And USC does an excellent job of covering up. But how about that strike from the outside? Justine Castro with a rope. Bar down from the outside. That's the 2nd goal for Justine Castro. Looks to draw the ordinary, gets a little room, and then fires. Parker got a piece, but then off the bar. Don't think anyone on USC was expecting that. You kill off the power play. You've got the offense pushed well beyond 5 meters. And then Castro puts that up and in. Looking for an answer. The defense tipped away. Marmion coming over. And Hyam will control. So Justine Castro from Pico Rivera, California, with 2 goals in this one. Told you about that big win over LaSalle. She had 3 goals in that game. Orlova now. Working inside, just not enough on that pass. Needed to be a little bit ahead of Alter, and it allowed Mount Meggins to come back and grab it.
Second steal for Mott here in the first half. 2:22.
McIntosh on the advance. Meggins wide open, the skip. Ping pongs around the cage and in for Mamalito. She has 3.
Meggins with her first assist, and also credit McIntosh.
Second look here, and this is another example of USC having a good opportunity and going for the great one instead. So Meggins could have easily put that one away. Instead deals off. Mamalito sends that one rattling around the cage and in. 12-4 USC. Inside, looking for the turn, just an ordinary. Now USC guarding, offering some help. Double teaming the ball. Looking for a turn, step out, just off the mark. And so Justine Castro again, she's showed that strength to create some separation from her defender. Just unable to have that one put on target, and now Garabet on the other end. One of a few lefties on this USC squad.
Carry on for a quick second. Castro's there now.
Weber works back to Garabet.
To Weber.
Approaching 90 seconds left here in this first half. Pops it over the top, quick release. That's as close as water polo gets to an alley-oop. Up top to Julia Yanov.
With her third assist on the game. This one coming at 126. And for Yanov, that's her second goal.
Maybe more the one-timer, but puts it up high. Yanov fading and still able to connect. And make it 13-4 with under 90 seconds left in this first half. As Yanov has her second. It's a well-known name for USC water polo. Her dad Peter played at USC, part of that '98 championship team, and then was an assistant coach for many years. And now Julia in her freshman campaign. Nearing 1 minute left, first half. Sawyer Alter. Pressured. Shot clock to 10. The exclusion. This will go against USC.
Exclusion 18.
Sixth power play coming now from Marist as Yanov is excluded for the first time. McCullough.
McCullough chases down, overpass.
Gervasi. Here's Alter now, sliding along the 2-meter line. Works back out. McCullough has the shot off the post, and Parker's there to help. And so Marist can't convert now. 2 for 6 on the advantage. 30 seconds left, first half. 3-second differential. Shot and game clock as we come to the end of this one. And quickly, Bailey Weber right back to work. Bailey Weber, the junior, buries that in close. 14-4 USC. This is that quick strike USC offense. Lucas pushing the tempo. Shot clock is off, now 20 seconds left in the first half. Gabby Gervasi. Running out of time, 7 seconds left. Here's Brard. 5 seconds left. Gonna be tough to get a shot off. Alter puts it up, and Parker takes it down. That's all for this first half as USC asserts themselves in that second quarter, building a 10-goal advantage, now 14-4. They lead over the Marist Red Foxes. Denise Mamalito, Mount Meggins, 3 goals apiece. Holly Parker doing the job in cage. And we have come to the end.
Gratitude to our corporate champions and partners. Without their support, these great championship moments and opportunities would not possible for student athletes. The NCAA's commitment to the highest levels of fairness and well-being, along with the pursuit of excellence in both academics and athletics, helps.
It's only teenage wasting. Time to take my hand and travel south across land. Put out the fire, hold the past my shoulder. The exodus is here.
Welcome back. Third quarter underway as we get started in the second half between USC and Marist. Trojans got out to the 14-4 lead through the first two quarters, powered by some of their stars. Mount Megan's and Denise Mamalito, 3 goals each. Goalies have changed for both sides here. Emily Hilliard, the sophomore from Woodland Hills, California, has come on for Marist, while Caroline Stern, a sophomore from La Cañada, California, is in for USC. So both sides getting a chance to use their entire roster here. Good fight down low, ball under. Shanae Carrington come over to battle with Bailey Weber and take that one back. And out looking to add on the other end. Burnworth inside. Ordinary, and it'll give USC an opportunity to get back. A little drive through there from Lazat. And now the counter. So off the turnover, Bailey Weber all day. Red Foxes give chase. Weber moves in and cashes in. Bailey Weber has her second. A junior from Los Alamitos, California.
Both teams with early chases at halftime. Marist with Emily Hilliard.
And after the ball changes hands, USC quickly pushing ahead to find Weber. He was an All-American selection last year. 21 goals in limited action before the season was halted. Harris now. Inside, and that pass trickles away. Bakich able to come over and take it back for USC. This is where a couple of things will start to come into play for Marist. Depth, of course, USC, a very deep roster. And then just that water polo experience from the standpoint of it being such a short season. Marist is really just in week 3.5, week 4 here. Off the bar, that try, not there. On the attempt from Sophia Lucas. Not even just week 3 of games, but week 3 of really the whole deal. They practiced, they played the next day. And so still kind of rounding into form, and Chris Vidal was saying it before the game, look, we don't have a lot of things going on here as far as plays installed and situational things that you would be able to build throughout the course of a normal season.
Backhand attempt. Castro is wide. Fresh ball for Stern.
But he said when this team did find out over a Zoom call they'd be playing, even a shortened season, all the faces on this roster lit up. Mamalito on the skip. But another one on the board for Denise Mamalito. That's her 4th. An all MPSF first team selection.
With 4 goals. These all scores. One of them coming on a penalty conversion early in the first half. 5:35. Time of report.
And USC will go back into that bench. If you're going to win the NCAA title, it is a gauntlet here to get through all 3 days. And so in good shape here to move on to the semifinal tomorrow, but they'll know that game will bring a competitive match, whoever it might be. Trojans would take on the winner of Arizona State and Michigan, which is coming up later today.
You're on the left side. Now take out of it.
Entry, triple team. It's dealt back out, controlled by Polyak. And then an offensive. USC giving it back. Megan's close to taking it right away from Marist, but instead, Bree Marmion will get a chance to advance.
Marmion, harassed by Megan.
Exclusion.
Exclusion.
That's off the ball as well. Hannah Meyer will go out. That's her second exclusion. Power play for Marist, their 7th. Red Fox is 2 for 6 right now on the 6-on-5. That's off the crossbar, knocked away.
6-5 goes off the wood, rebound control. Right to Haney.
Dehaney has it. Now Stern.
Here in the 3rd.
And that 6-on-5 try for Marist is canceled out. And now Guerrero, cruising in to the front court.
Oh yeah, entry pass.
Good look.
Good.
And a better finish. Hannah Meyer excluded on one end, but comes down on this side. Picks it up and puts it home. This is just the strength here to gain separation and then legs up as that second defender was coming over to put that one away. Hannah Meyer, a freshman from Santa Barbara, in just her 4th goal on the year. And now on the perimeter, Dehaney takes it.
Dehaney with the steal.
And Girol will put the brakes on, waiting for help, but Marist comes back with a steal of their own.
The Red Foxes credit that steal to Gervasi.
There's Gabby Gervasi waiting for help. Kaylee Berard had gotten down on the other end, preparing for defense. A race for it now. And a steal leads to a steal, leads to a steal as Mount Megan's takes this back for USC. Under 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Garabet. A little high on that dish to Polyak. Now they go inside. Tipped away. That's Hilliard knocking it back on the try in close from Meyer. And that gets the Marist bench on their feet. McCullough. So we get a second look there on that denial. Under 3 minutes left. That pass, a dangerous one. Stolen by Dehaney. Here comes Mount Megan's. This is going to be a problem for Emily Hilliard. Megan's moving in and score it for Mount Megan's. She has 4.
Joins Mamalito with 4 goals. 2:36.
So again, the perimeter steal, and Mount Megan's already knows what to do. Get out on the break, and nobody will catch her. 2 first-team All-American selections for Mount Megan's in 2018-2019. Of course, a big part of that USC title team in 2018. She then redshirted what would have been a 2020 season, regardless of the pandemic. She was focused on qualifying for Tokyo and then heading to the Olympics. And she did help the Dutch qualify and does plan to be in Tokyo this summer, but is here now to finish out this season. Got a late start to the 2021 campaign with USC, but you can see how important she is. Stern takes that one, center cage on the stop.
Counting towards 2 minutes.
And here's the outlet.
Stern gets the outlet to McIntosh.
Kelsey McIntosh with room to operate.
Burnworth defending.
Bakach looking to post inside. Bit of a blind pass there across the way. Under 2 to play, third quarter. That'll be an exclusion. A little too aggressive there from Justine Castro. Power play now for USC, their 5th 6-on-5 opportunity. Castro just trying to get out of the pool and knocks into the ball momentarily. It was inadvertent, so no extra foul there. And now Mamalito tipped out. Hilliard gets a piece of that one.
Corner throw and a fresh shot clock for the Trojans.
Shot clock resets here as you get a second look at Hilliard up on her legs, waiting for that one. Sides coming even now as this advantage ends for USC. Good defense there from Marist. But they'll have to try and do it again. And exclusion. We'll go on Miriam Lazat. And right back to it goes USC. And this time they do connect on the 6-on-5. That's Everita Bakach, a senior from Canada. After the initial exclusion, Weber tried to put that one in. It was a little too quick of a quick. They have to pull it back out. And it finds the back of the net regardless. You certainly can't give a team as good as USC consecutive 6-on-5s. And they do the job. Nearing 1 minute left, third quarter, 19-4. Marist gives it away once more. Bakach on the move. Thinks about it, deals to Weber, unselfish. Could have easily called her own number, instead finds Bailey Weber, who has 3.
That's Bakach's 3rd assist.
20-4 now.
Joins the 4-goal club at the 54-second mark of the 3rd.
Second look here, plenty of room to go cross cage for Bakach, but instead deals off to Weber. Exclusion now on USC. So Bakach will go off on the exclusion. Marist draws their 8th power play try. The quick redirect. Nice idea. Stern knocks it away. A fight for it. Rebound controlled by Marist. They'll have a lane to work with here. The pass on a couple of shots. And now sailing it high is Aminata Anorve.
Tries up the shot clock, final seconds here of the 3rd. USC with final.
Second look at this Caroline Stern denial on the quick redirect, and Stern, the sophomore, ready for it. Out of the Rose Bowl club near Pasadena.
Have Myers slide in. Defending there is Arnode.
Just about out of time here in the 3rd, and USC won't get it off. The pressure's there from Marist to knock down that Hannah Meyer try. But the Trojans well on their way to a trip to the semifinals, as they have built a 20-4 lead over Marist with just 8 more minutes to play. All Trojans in this one: Denise Mamalito, Maud Meggins, fourth quarter about to begin in our first quarterfinal match today. USC has this one just about locked up, 20-4 over Marist, looking to move on, but we are just getting started today. 3 more matches on the way as we look at our NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship bracket here for 2021. Up next, Arizona State and Michigan will meet. They had a thriller, if you recall, the 2016 NCAA tournament, which I believe was right here. And it was a 1-goal win for Michigan. And then after that, we'll get the defending champs. Got to go back to 2019 since there was no 2020 season. Stanford, they'll take on Fresno State, making their debut in the NCAA tournament. They picked up the win over Cal Lutheran on Wednesday. And then the home team, UCLA, they will take on Hawaii in our nightcap. That'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's all right here on NCAA.com. So a lot on the way here in women's water polo. Glad to have the tournament back. Appreciate everyone checking in today on NCAA.com. There's a look at the Marist Red Foxes out of the MAC. Told you about all the different circumstances. Certain teams electing just not to have a season this year. Wagner, one of them, out of the Marist MAC conference. They had typically been the champ as of late. They had a good back and forth there in the late 2000s. And then for the last 10 years or so, it had been Iona or Wagner claiming the MAC. This is Marist return to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2010. They won MAC titles in 2006, 08, 09, and 10, and then getting back here now in 2021. And we told you about the win over LaSalle. The interesting thing about that, outside of it being, of course, a very thrilling close game in overtime, the goalkeeper for Marist, the daughter of the LaSalle head coach, so Explorers head coach Tom Hyam, going up against his daughter in goal for Marist, Marina Hyam, and daughter getting the best of dad on that day. 12-11 in overtime. And I'm sure a thrill for the Hyam family to see Marina here in the NCAA tournament, getting the win over Salem, and now here against one of the best in the country in USC as we start the fourth. Polyak controlling, works to Lucas. That's knocked down. Emily Hilliard there on the stop. Good chance here for USC to use a lot of their bench. We talked about it. Every team here gets 16 athletes. Typically the way squads break that down is 2 goalies, 14 field players. Doesn't have to be that way. You can bring, of course, more than 2 goalies. But not everyone's going to go a 14 field player rotation. So as we go further, you might see USC tighten up that rotation. It's a chance for some of these players to get a little bit more time. Kick out here on SC. That'll go against Hannah Meyer, and the red flag is out. She's done for the day. That's her third. And the tip, a deflection but controlled. Caroline Stern there doesn't allow that 6-on-5 to convert. And so after Marist started 2 for 3 on the advantage, they're now just 2 of 9 as SC has settled in. Bad pass, taken away. Stepping in front is Justine Castro.
6:40 on the clock.
Castro in her graduate year for this Marist team. Veteran presence. There's Marmion. And now Caitlin Harris.
Castro.
Shot clock to 7.
Castro.
Outside Castro, a fake, lets it go, and Caroline Stern reads it the whole way.
By Stern.
Former youth national team member.
The 6-minute mark.
Is able to rise up and bat that one away.
Jensen.
Jensen. Clean look, save is there. Hilliard knocks it down on a try from Yanov, who had time.
Hilliard.
So Emily Hilliard, some nice stops here coming on in the second half. Great look there with the left hand as Yanov popped up free inside 5 meters.
Smith working at center.
Anorve
Marmion.
back to Marmion.
To Smith.
Double team, and
Smith.
the attempt there is wide of the cage on the try from Lawrence Smith.
For Stern. Garabet.
Garabet moving in. Defender not there. Garabet has time. Walks it in, and that one is tipped away. Another save for Emily Hilliard.
Hilliard for the diagonal slash.
Left-hander had the angle there. Sabrina Garabet getting inside. Defender late coming over. You see defender here on the replay chasing in. And good hustle from Lazat to try and interfere with that play a bit. And then Hilliard makes the stop off the frame of the goal. New shot clock, under 5 to play here in the fourth. Passing on the perimeter, Polyak. Polyak has the shot if she wants it. I'll pass off that to Jensen. Content to run time off the clock here. They don't need any more goals. They'll get one. It's Julia Yanov with her third.
Pass. Garabet. To Sabrina with 4 assists.
21-4.
Senior out of Glendora.
So USC with this one firmly in hand, taking a lot of time off the clock. Not looking to run up the score with everything already confirmed for the semifinal round. But their pressure continues on defense, so not letting anything come easy for Marist. Orlova, who's been quiet. And a penalty is called. So the pass comes inside to India Alter. And she'll draw the penalty against USC.
And 16,
And that will go against Randy Reinhard. And the first penalty try here for Marist. And a chance for Orlova to get on the board. And she does. Victoria Orlova, the transfer from Arizona State, adds her 23rd goal of the year. She was the MAC Tournament Championship MVP and is on the board here in this quarterfinal against USC with the penalty shot score. 21-5. Halfway through the fourth quarter, under 4 to play. Backhand, bar out. You're all trying to slide that one behind Hilliard.
Past the midway point here in the fourth. Let McCullough. Bernard.
Marist now looking to set something up. Off the post. Stern there as well to get some of that. Took it off the head.
And the attempt for Orlova. Well, that's a play in. In the corner, Lucas.
Sophia Lucas.
Center, Yana.
Ball near side now, Polyak. She'll take a look as Giral posting inside, but it's stolen away.
Taken away.
McCullough there.
Under 3 to play.
And McCullough now moving ahead. And in transition, will draw an exclusion on Reinhard. And a timeout called by Marist with a 6-on-5 on the way.
Yeah, timeout, Marist.
That's the second exclusion on Randy Reinhard. Now an opportunity for Marist. And they knew it was possible that this game could get out of hand. And Chris Vidal saying he talked to the team early on and addressed what everyone felt was the elephant in the room. Look, this is going to be a very, very hard game. We've just started playing April 20th. This is one of the best teams in the country. It could be a challenge. But he said, told the group, look, we've earned the right to be here. Let's give everything we have. This USC team will respect us. They respect the whole premise of the NCAA tournament and what we've worked to do. And he said, look, where we want to go, you're talking about being a consistent NCAA tournament team, you have to play teams like this. This is part of the deal. So knew it was possible. It could go a little sideways here at 21-5, but also ready for the challenge and the opportunity. So 6-on-5 for Marist out of the timeout. Looking for one more bright spot here as we close out this quarterfinal. Berard controlling. Orlova, now Berard. Back to Orlova, catch and release. Field block is there. The USC defense, they have clamped down on the 6-on-5 tries for Marist. And now a timeout called by Coach Pentarich. So he'll bring his group in with some final thoughts here over the last 2:36. We'll have little less than an hour to go before Arizona State and Michigan will meet at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Then on to Stanford and Fresno State at 4 p.m. Pacific time. UCLA, Hawaii at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Here's a look at Pentarich, the former USC standout as a player, longtime member of the coaching staff and elevated to head coach. And this USC team, it has been USC and Stanford for the last 10 years. We're talking about the NCAA tournament. UCLA won in 2009. That was the end of a 5-year run for the Bruins, winning 5 straight titles. And after that, it has just been Stanford and USC trading the championship back and forth. And they're both here in the mix again. In that run, USC winning in 2010, 2013, 2016, and 2018. And off to a good start here with a convincing victory against Marist. So out of their timeout, it's like Coach Pentarich wanted to draw something up himself. Some motion here. Marist sends one the other way, and so this leads to a little 5-on-5 water polo right now for USC.
Front court USC.
Polyak gives a look, dangerous pass there. Shot clock to 13. Here's Carrie Jensen. Lob try, pops it up way high, and it drops in. Taya Polyak from distance, just a looping lob shot. Finds the cage. Second look here. Perfect touch. And that's her 6th goal on the year, the sophomore from Huntington Beach, California. Played at Laguna Beach High School and Mater Dei, 2 of the prep powers in Southern California. Under 2 to play. Side for Burnworth, trying to hang on. Granted the ordinary.
Hey, you got a lot of time, 13.
Shot clock to 7. Her foul to shoot. Lets it go and way high.
Our shot sails high.
That was Orlova trying to add her second.
And it's Trojan ball. Buck and a half on the clock. Counting down to the final quarter. Jensen.
Gary Jensen.
Second round.
Now Garabet. Reinhardt.
Ordinary.
As the Ordinary looking for help.
Lucas.
Entry back in. Here's the step out and score.
Putting it in is Reinhardt.
Randy Reinhardt with her first.
5 assists. Number 9, Sabrina. Garabet.
Second goal on the year for the Murrieta, California native, the senior. And 23-5 now. USC ahead with 1:11 to go. And now 1 minute remaining in the quarterfinal. This has been a theme, though. Marist able to draw another exclusion.
Advantage Red Foxes.
Gary Jensen excluded her second.
Lizzo. Marmion.
Marmion gives a look.
Castro.
Castro knocked down the field block in close.
Knocked away.
Good help defense.
And Ayano.
Perfect. Under 30 seconds to play now, fourth quarter. About 7-second difference, shot and game clock on this likely last possession here for USC.
7-second difference between game and shot clock.
Garabet swings it around. A rope from the outside. Polyak has her second.
Takes it off. With Polyak.
With 11 seconds left. So we saw the lob try, and now one with pace, showing us a little bit of the arsenal here for Taya Polyak. On the other end, Stern pulls that down. That'll do it for this one. USC is moving on. The Trojans take down Marist 24-5. USC improves now to 20-1. Marist, they suffer their first loss in this abbreviated 2021 campaign. They'll end the year at 9-1, but heck of a run for a squad that was totally unsure if they'd even have a season. Getting started around April 20th, and high fives and hugs on that Marist sideline, and USC business-like approach. This was expected to move on, as our bracket advancement shows you. The top seed is into the semifinals. They'll await the winner of Arizona State and Michigan. That's coming up next. And then you see what's to come later today, Stanford and Fresno State, followed by UCLA and Hawaii. So some good ones coming up here in the NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship. USC, powered by some names you know. Maud Meggins, Denise Mamalito, veterans, 4 goals apiece. Bailey Weber and Julia Yanov, they had 3. Holly Parker and Caroline Stern secure the cage in close in the victory. For Marist, Justine Castro with 2 goals, and that's all. USC wins it 24-5. Thanks for joining us.
Bailey Weber, 4 goals and 2 assists.